the way it's supposed. You know, the concept of cover six doesn't play it. AI doesn't play the backside of cover six like it's supposed to.
Are you talking about the deep zone, or are you talking about the flat?
I'm talking the backside flat.
Oh, I torched that flat all day long.
No, but I'm saying the backside flat doesn't seem like it works like it's supposed to. Because
you need to move those linebackers around and adjust those linebackers a little bit, bro, so that they're covering more of that middle. Unless you're sending them in on blitzes, bro, you can't have your middle linebackers or your outside linebacker trying to take those fucking fast receivers, because that's where he was eating you up, was having when you weren't making the switches that when he was audible in, bro, and you weren't making the fucking switches to match him on defense, brother, you were ending up with some of the mismatches became your linebackers against his quick receivers, bro, and then he had his back coming out the side, bro.
Actually, it wasn't his receivers didn't really beat me on the linebackers and man, it was that damn fucking running back and that total control.
Well, when you were trying to go into cover, bro, because one thing too I noticed about you, and no disrespect, OTC, like how you help me on champions, I'm just saying this to you with respect, bro. I think me personally, I think you need to add a little more pressure on keep your coverage going. But make sure you're sending some pressure, some outside linebackers occasionally, but make sure the other linebackers.
So like I said, I play like I coach, right? And the one thing I hate the worst is zone blitzes. I hate them as a coach.
A quarterback that knows what they're doing, like RB, if you give him all the time in the world, he's going to pick you up.
Well, like when I coach, I like. Here's what I like. I actually run a 3-4 as a coach, and bring an edge rusher on either side. But really, it looks more like a ghost 5. It really looks like a ghost 5-2.
Could I ask you one other question, just like out of curiosity, brother? If you're gonna play the line to run, why don't you play the middle, bro? You know the middle.
So you want to know that? You really want to know that? You really want to know that answer? Because I've got that answer for you. It's to prevent. Now RB's not like this, but he'll even agree. These fucking people will run fucking that right side only on fucking quarterbacks, and it allows me actually to spy it.
Yeah, well, then you send him to the right, but still run that middle, that dude over the center, bro.
No, it's the OP of Matt. It's the OP of Madden players. They'll go right and it allows me to box it online. Am I wrong, RB? No, I know. Huh? What'd you say, RB?
I said that's why I run what I run.
But I'm not.
You'll see a lot of single man rushes with me, and people get lulled to sleep, and then they catch that corner blitz, or they'll catch an outside blitz, or I'll switch my zones, so they don't know what I'm doing.
Right.
There's times where I will run the same defense, but I'll switch I'll put my defensive ends. Normally, if they're on like a flat, I'll move them to a hook curl, and then I'll put my nickel cornerbacks. I'll put them on the flat. So I kind of switch up their zones just to kind of confuse them.
Well, like I said, like that's just a lot of it for me. Like I'm so used to everyone just like, and you got to remember, I played competitively in 2020, 2021, and 19. So everyone was running out with the quarterback to the right, and if you didn't play the end, you were screwed. Yeah, what's up?
I actually lost the middle.
All I gotta do is run left.
You lost what?
That's what lighting up on that side.
All right, I'll bring it to you. I'll bring it to you here in a minute.
Automatically make sure that player become 10 players to me, because you're already. I ain't got an open receiver or that option. I could, or if I'm even running it, then all I got to do is audible to the left, bro, and take your guy out of the equation. Unless I'm doing to the right, then you're correct, OTC. But like I say, we all have different philosophies of saying that.
Well, no, and then, no,
what-
I get what you're saying. Like, if someone actually rolled out to the left, I'm screwed in that situation. However, tendency shows everyone goes to the right because of the way the buttons are pressed at the end of the day. You know what I mean?
That you don't, like, if you play Miami, you got to remember one thing with Tua. Tua is a left-handed
Right,
quarterback, bro. So
right. But I'm saying, like,
for me to
what I'm saying, Loco, is there was actually a study done at one point where people, where just
they're
because
more
of,
likely to do the right foot run.
right, because of where the sticks are, like where the turbo is.
Yeah.
So you're more,
Like me, that's
you're more likely.
I was more of a field general, bro, because if I know you're stopping my pass, I'm not afraid to turn my run game on, bro. And I think that's where a lot of people on Madden, they go blind. They either are blind to the run or they're blind to the pass. They're either scared to throw that ball or they're scared to run the ball, bro. And if you don't mix it up in the games, bro, you become
Most people in my team, in Ultimate Team don't even like running the football. RB, you know. Yeah. Well, what, yep. Well, like I said. Right, but then he's breaking it for 25 on a QB rush.
Well, that's your fault for giving me Richardson. You should have given me Richardson. I hate using Richardson because I hate the way he passes. He does not pass the ball very well.
He's not accurate
But
at all.
he can run.
He's not accurate at all. But honestly, you do not want him to know. I am telling you right now, you do not want to give him the Bucks.
I want him to be Bucks, bro. You tell my guys
RB, I'm literally trying to help the guy here.
I'll tell you the reason why you do not want to give me the Bucks. Mike Evans. That's it. It's just Mike Evans. Because if I get a 6'5" receiver, it's over. Because I use a 6'5" receiver in Ultimate Team.
Look.
If they're taller than 6'5", I struggle with them. If they're shorter than 6'5", I struggle with them.
This is what you don't understand. We have seen RB scream his franchise, his Ultimate Team. You do not give him. This motherfucker will go draft 6'5" receivers and put them all on the fucking field in his franchise.
Brother, go follow my stream. Remember, I ran a league too, bro. This ain't my first rodeo coming in. But like I say, that's why I seen what RB's about, bro. And I'm not gonna sit there and be, oh yeah, I'm a fucking destroy. No, bro. We're gonna have some fun on that.
RB, you know what I'm hoping for with 26, and if they did it the way they say they're gonna do it, I'll be really excited. Putting back total control in the running game.
Yeah.
Total control in the running game?
You remember you remember in 19, 20, 21, you had, like, the running game was more total control based.
Yeah, I believe so. Are you talking like easier to steer? Or?
Yeah, easier to steer, easier to push the line, all that kind of shit.
Yeah.
Where in 22, remember they took that out and they haven't added it back.
Yeah, I like the running game, and I mean 20 was pretty crazy, but I still like the running game in 20.
Right, but you know what I'm talking about there.
Yeah.
I hope they bring that back in 26. Because it feels like running the football now is like, I don't know, it just doesn't feel like you have the same control as you did.
No, you don't. They took a lot of that control out. Even if you have like human joystick, it's still they've taken a lot of control out.
Like, I don't know if I'm saying the right thing there, but that's just what it feels like.
No, I know what you're talking about. The last like 2 or 3 Maddens that I've played, it's been worse, and I know why. It's because of it's mostly due to the animations of like the running styles.
I thought it had more. I thought it had more to do with the. I thought it had more to do with the real engine that they used for a while. Because they couldn't.
It might have been.
Because they couldn't have precision passing with it. Like I know when they ran Real Engine 5, they had to take that out to add. When they ran.
Go Trackmania. It's free. And it's not a lot of gigabytes, so.
When
I
they,
have the paid version, so I have like all the extra stuff, but.
I know when they ran it on Real Engine 5 and added that total control passing, they had to take it out because they couldn't add it together.
I remember when they had the Frostbite engine. I hated that.
That was 22, wasn't it?
I don't know if they added it back or not. They had it in 13, and then they brought it, I think, all the way till whatever they switched to.
Now they're running Real Engine 7.
Yeah, Unreal Engine 7.
But I think I saw where 26 is going to run Real Engine 8.
The crazy thing is, there were people hiring or just anybody that could use Unreal Engine 5 when it first came out. And I had the opportunity to do it, but I didn't do it. But I had a chance to do it because they had a bunch of like classes and everything. But I was in.
But Real Engine 5 wasn't really that great of an engine. Real Engine 5 was built for shooters, not for sports games.
Yeah, it was being used for certain automotive companies to do like their slides and stuff.
That was the problem with Real Engine 5. It was great on shooters. It fucking sucked on sports games. But you know what's really going to be interesting this year?
What?
And if you didn't play college, I feel like you're going to have a little bit of a disadvantage than, Madden or NCAA 25. They're putting in the wear and tear they're putting into Madden.
Oh yeah, I saw they were doing that.
So like if you
know
didn't,
what they need to really do with that for the college is the crowd, bro. How the crowd affects you. I know it shakes you up a little bit.
oh no, they fixed that this year too. They fixed that with college too.
What? They're adding the crowd?
No, so the crowd was always there, but like, okay, let's say I go to Penn State and play Penn State, right?
Yeah.
Depending on my team and that quarterback's attributes. So if I took a freshman into Penn State at Penn State, you couldn't make audibles, you couldn't make anything.
Not just that, even I see with that, bro, because I just got done doing that with my quarterback. That's what I was telling the guys the other night. When you're doing that, bro, it's even better, bro. You're leaving
But
it's because it's the fan loyalty base that's based off of real life, bro. Like, if you guys got like how the Michigan Wolverines, how them motherfuckers got a real loyal fan base. If your quarterback's not performing good, because you can take the crowd out of the game too, bro.
yeah, you can, but you like what I'm saying. I'm trying to explain it to RB, right? Like your attributes play the difference in how that was run.
I think your performance plays the role in how
As the game went on, yes. But I'm saying at the start of the game, right? If you brought a freshman quarterback in and don't have gold, gold unfazed.
I don't know, TC, because I feel a little different. I see when you first start any game, if they got the ball first or you got the ball first, if the home team either stops your possession or they score on you, that crowd goes wild.
Right. No, what I'm saying is at the beginning, what I'm saying is, first, let's say you get the ball first, start the game off on the road, right? You're at Penn State with a freshman quarterback, okay? What I'm saying is the audibles go out, you're not being able to audible, nothing like that. Like, you're not...
Yeah, but not the first play, bro. They give you the opportunity for, like, the first drive to control that crowd.
Oh, I don't know about that. I took a dynasty in there and started a freshman week 1, and we couldn't audible the football to save our life.
I can show you my quarterback. I already graduated his ass and brought him to the NFL, bro.
No, I'm saying on dynasty, I went up against Auburn, right? Week 1, freshman quarterback, like, trying to rebuild all that. No attributes whatsoever. We couldn't audible to save our fucking life.
Yeah, but then again, you're the fucking smartest dude with Down syndrome, bro. The fuck you expect? Perfection?
But something I am going to like about college, and I hope they bring it into Madden, is let's say you start a game at 4:30, right? The 4 o'clock spot, and it's November, and it gets dark at 6. NCAA is actually bringing that into the game this year. So, like, the game will change as...
You see all these fucking small details in the motherfucking game. Why can't you see these small details to fucking defense around to set up where you're sending audibles on your...
This ain't a small detail.